Every workshop has a few tools that get used on almost every project. They're not always the biggest or the most expensive, but they're the ones serious makers refuse to work without. Today, we're revealing 62 ultimate woodworking tools built for serious makers. Inside this lineup are practical workshop upgrades that improve precision, speed up repetitive tasks, and help every build come together with cleaner cuts and better results. Some of the smartest discoveries are still waiting ahead, and they might completely change the way you work. Number 1. Metabo Compound Miter Saw. Crooked trim pieces can quickly turn an exciting woodworking project into hours of frustrating rework and wasted lumber. Metabo Compound Miter Saw delivers accurate crosscuts, bevels, and angled cuts that keep every project moving with confidence. Powerful motor, adjustable miter settings, and smooth sliding action handle framing, molding, shelving, and furniture components with dependable precision. Building cabinets, workbenches, and custom furniture feels far more rewarding when every cut fits cleanly the first time. Number 2. JessEm Clear-Cut TS Stock Guides. Boards drifting away from the fence can create inconsistent cuts that ruin expensive hardwood in seconds. JessEm Clear-Cut TS Stock Guides apply controlled pressure, keeping material firmly against the fence throughout every table saw pass. Roller guides feed lumber smoothly, while reducing kickback tendencies and maintaining steady movement across demanding woodworking operations. Producing repeatable rip cuts becomes easier because every board follows the same predictable path from start to finish. Number 3. AVID Power Compact Router Tools. Plain board edges rarely capture attention after hours spent building a beautiful woodworking project. AVID Power Compact Router Tools shape decorative profiles, trim laminate, and cut clean grooves with comfortable one-handed control. Variable speed operation and adjustable depth settings encourage accurate detailing across cabinets, shelving, signs, and custom furniture pieces. Adding refined edge profiles transforms simple lumber into polished creations that immediately stand out in any workshop. Number 4. MicroJig. Microdial Tapering Jig. Cutting matching tapers manually often produces uneven furniture legs that never look completely balanced together. MicroJig Microdial Tapering Jig guides workpieces accurately while allowing fine adjustment before every table saw cut begins. Micro adjustment dial, secure clamping, and repeatable settings simplify creating identical tapers for chairs, tables, and decorative woodworking projects. Crafting symmetrical furniture components becomes far less stressful because consistency remains under your complete control. Number 5. TOLESA Heavy-Duty Spring Clamps. Holding workpieces steady during glue-ups can feel impossible when extra helping hands are nowhere around. TOLESA heavy-duty spring clamps grip materials instantly, keeping boards aligned while adhesives, finishes, or fasteners do their job. Wide opening jaws, pivoting pads, and comfortable handles adapt easily to woodworking, repairs, crafting, and workshop organization tasks. Maintaining steady pressure throughout every project helps assemblies come together neatly without constant readjustments. Number 6. Lanties Draw Knife Debarking Tool. Raw logs and rough timber demand serious shaping before they resemble usable woodworking material. Lanties Draw Knife Debarking Tool removes bark and quickly shapes wood using controlled hand-powered cutting strokes. Dual handles provide balanced leverage, while sharpened blade glides across branches, beams, and rustic woodworking stock with confidence. Preparing natural lumber becomes an enjoyable hands-on process that opens endless creative building possibilities. Number 7. POWERTEC Stackable Featherboards. Wood shifting during table saw cuts can affect accuracy and interrupt a smooth woodworking workflow. POWERTEC stackable featherboards apply steady holding pressure that keeps stock tracking consistently through cutting equipment. Stackable design accommodates varying material thicknesses, while flexible fingers maintain controlled guidance across repeated cutting operations. Producing cleaner edges and repeatable dimensions becomes easier because every pass stays stable from beginning to end. Number 8. MicroJig blade and bit cleaning system. Pitch buildup quietly reduces cutting performance until blades begin burning wood instead of slicing smoothly. MicroJig blade and bit cleaning system removes stubborn residue, restoring cutting accessories without replacing expensive workshop equipment. Simple cleaning process refreshes saw blades, router bits, and cutters, while helping maintain dependable woodworking performance over time. Keeping cutting tools free from buildup supports smoother cuts and extends the usefulness of valuable accessories. Number 9. Amazon Basics Adjustable Hand Planer. Uneven lumber can prevent tight joints long before assembly reaches the workbench for final fitting. Amazon Basics Adjustable Hand Planer removes thin layers of wood, flattening surfaces with controlled manual precision. Comfortable handles, adjustable cutting depth, and durable blades simplify trimming doors, leveling boards, and refining joinery components. Creating perfectly fitted pieces becomes much more satisfying because every surface meets exactly where intended. Number 10. BATAVIA Electric Staple Gun. Attaching fabric, trim, or backing panels manually can become exhausting during larger woodworking projects. BATAVIA Electric Staple Gun drives staples quickly, with consistent force, reducing effort while speeding repetitive fastening jobs. Cordless convenience, comfortable grip, and dependable firing make upholstery, cabinetry, decoration, and workshop repairs easier to complete. Finishing projects faster leaves more time for building, instead of wrestling with manual fastening tools. Number 11. SakerPlus Thin Rip Jig Table Saw Guide. Narrow rip cuts can feel nerve-wracking when your fingers drift too close to a spinning blade. SakerPlus Thin Rip Jig Table Saw Guide creates repeatable spacing while keeping hands farther from the cutting path during delicate operations. Adjustable positioning, easy setup, and consistent offsets make edging strips, inlays, trim pieces, and drawer parts surprisingly straightforward. Producing uniform narrow cuts becomes far less stressful because every measurement stays controlled from the first board to the last. Number 12. Old-school mortise and tenon jig. Hand-cut mortises and tenons can consume hours when joints refuse to line up properly during assembly. Old-school mortise and tenon jig guides drilling and routing operations to create accurate mating joints with dependable alignment. Adjustable clamping, centered positioning, and repeatable settings simplify building doors, tables, chairs, and traditional woodworking projects with confidence. Fitting strong joinery together becomes deeply satisfying because each connection meets cleanly without endless trial and error. Number 13. Bora MiteriX Angle Wood Duplicator. Odd wall angles and irregular corners often make trim installation frustrating after the first test cut fails. Bora MiteriX Angle Wood Duplicator captures existing angles and transfers them directly to your saw setup without complicated calculations. Articulating arms, clear reference points, and quick locking action help duplicate corners across molding, flooring, and renovation work. Matching difficult angles becomes much easier because measurements transfer accurately from the room to the workpiece. Number 14. Milescraft Corners Angle Finder. Finding the exact angle between two surfaces can quickly become confusing when measuring by eye. Milescraft Corners Angle Finder reads interior and exterior angles so layout work stays accurate before cutting begins. Simple pivoting design fits into corners, stairways, cabinets, and trim locations where traditional rulers struggle to reach. Making confident angle decisions saves time and helps parts come together with cleaner, tighter fits. Number 15. LEXIVON Miter Saw Protractor. Baseboards and crown molding can leave ugly gaps when saw settings don't match the actual corner angle. LEXIVON Miter Saw Protractor measures the corner and converts it into the correct cutting information for your saw. Locking arms, easy-to-read markings, and durable construction simplify trim work across homes, workshops, and renovation projects. Cutting accurate miters feels far less intimidating because the tool does the angle translation for you. Number 16. TBVHOMM Digital Angle Finder Protractor. Tiny angle mistakes can throw off furniture assemblies and compound into bigger problems with every cut. TBVHOMM Digital Angle Finder Protractor displays precise measurements instantly, helping you set blades, fences, and layouts with confidence. Backlit screen, magnetic base, and smooth pivoting arms make checking angles quick, even in busy workshop conditions. Dialing in exact settings helps projects fit together more accurately while reducing wasted material and frustrating adjustments. Number 17. REEKON Utility Digital Tape Measure. Writing measurements on scraps of wood becomes messy when dimensions change faster than you can remember them. REEKON Utility Digital Tape Measure combines traditional measuring with a digital display that keeps important dimensions easy to track. Clear readout, sturdy housing, and practical features simplify measuring lumber, rooms, cabinets, and renovation projects throughout the day. Capturing measurements quickly helps workflow stay organized and keeps your attention focused on building instead of note-taking. Number 18. ArtyMaster Stair Gauges with Rubber Pad. Repeated stair and rafter layouts can slip unexpectedly when metal stops fail to grip the framing square securely. ArtyMaster Stair Gauges with Rubber Pad create dependable reference points that stay put while marking repetitive dimensions. Rubber pads increase grip, threaded knobs tighten easily, and compact design rides along your square without getting in the way. Laying out consistent steps and rafters becomes smoother because your setup remains locked exactly where you placed it. Number 19. Goldblatt Torpedo Level Set. Shelves and trim pieces look crooked immediately when installation begins, without a dependable leveling tool nearby. Goldblatt Torpedo Level Set checks horizontal, vertical, and angled surfaces with compact tools that fit almost anywhere. Bright vials, magnetic edges, and rugged construction help during cabinetry, framing, plumbing, and countless workshop adjustments throughout the day. Keeping projects level from the start creates cleaner installations and reduces frustrating corrections later. Number 20. Thorvald 3-in-1 Carpenter Pencils. Pencils disappear constantly in busy workshops, slowing progress whenever measurements need to be transferred onto lumber. Thorvald 3-in-1 Carpenter Pencils combine refillable marking, a built-in sharpener, and a comfortable grip in one practical tool. Bold marks show clearly on rough boards, finished surfaces, and tight corners where ordinary pencils struggle to perform. Having a dependable marker close at hand keeps layout work moving smoothly through every project. Number 21. ViewReal Large Carpenter Square. Framing layouts can drift off course when reference lines aren't perfectly straight across oversized boards and panels. ViewReal Large Carpenter Square delivers dependable 90-degree alignment while providing generous measuring surfaces for full-size woodworking projects. Heavy-duty construction, etched graduations, and wide arms simplify checking corners, marking sheet goods, and verifying assembly accuracy with confidence. Starting every layout from a true square helps cabinets, workbenches, and furniture come together exactly as planned. Number 22. ViewReal Countersink Drill Bit Set. Exposed screw heads can interrupt smooth surfaces and distract from otherwise beautiful woodworking craftsmanship. ViewReal Countersink Drill Bit Set drills pilot holes while creating neat recesses that allow screws to sit flush. Multiple bit sizes, replaceable cutters, and quick change compatibility support cabinetry, shelving, trim work, and custom furniture construction effortlessly. Installing hardware neatly gives every finished project a polished appearance without adding unnecessary finishing work afterward. Number 23. SakerPlus Marking Line Ruler. Tiny measuring mistakes often become expensive once saw blades touch carefully selected hardwood. SakerPlus Marking Line Ruler creates crisp layout lines using adjustable guides that keep markings accurate across different woodworking tasks. Precision scales, sliding mechanism, and sturdy construction simplify transferring measurements onto boards, panels, trim, and cabinetry components with consistency. Marking every cut confidently helps reduce wasted material while encouraging cleaner results throughout the entire building process. Number 24. MicroJig 3D Safety Push Block. Feeding lumber across spinning blades becomes uncomfortable whenever your hands travel dangerously close to the cutting zone. MicroJig 3D Safety Push Block keeps downward pressure, forward control, and side guidance working together during demanding woodworking operations. High-friction surfaces grip stock securely, while ergonomic handling supports confident movement through table saws, jointers, and router tables. Developing safer cutting habits encourages greater confidence without sacrificing accuracy during precision woodworking projects. Number 25. Mulwark 25-foot metric tape measure. Measuring long boards with short rulers often creates unnecessary delays and inconsistent project dimensions. Mulwark 25-foot metric tape measure reaches extended distances while providing clear metric markings for dependable workshop measurements. Comfortable grip, durable blade, and smooth retraction simplify framing, furniture building, remodeling, and countless everyday woodworking tasks with ease. Capturing accurate dimensions before every cut helps projects progress smoothly from planning through final assembly. Number 26. Klein Tools Digital Level and Angle Gauge. Blade adjustments become frustrating when tiny angle differences remain impossible to judge by eyesight alone. Klein Tools Digital Level and Angle Gauge delivers accurate digital readings that simplify setting saws, fences, and work surfaces. Magnetic base, bright display, and compact body make calibration fast across table saws, drill presses, and workshop machinery. Dialing equipment into precise angles creates dependable cuts that fit together beautifully every single time. Number 27. Saker Multifunction Scribing Tool. Custom installations rarely meet perfectly straight walls, leaving awkward gaps after careful cutting and fitting. Saker Multifunction Scribing Tool transfers uneven contours directly onto wood before trimming each piece for an exact fit. Adjustable guide, integrated marking system, and versatile layout options simplify cabinets, flooring, countertops, and trim installation with confidence. Creating seamless built-in results becomes easier because every cut follows the room instead of forcing compromises. Number 28. Hongdue Wood Hand Router Plane. Shallow recesses and fine joinery demand careful depth control that ordinary chisels sometimes struggle to maintain. Hongdue Wood Hand Router Plane refines grooves, dados, and mortises with controlled blade adjustments for remarkably consistent depth. Precision mechanism, comfortable handles, and stable base glide smoothly across intricate woodworking details without excessive material removal. Perfecting delicate joinery becomes incredibly rewarding because every surface reaches a uniform finished level. Number 29. eWoodWalk Edge Trimming Chamfer Plane. Sharp wooden corners can feel rough in your hands and unfinished to anyone admiring the final project. eWoodWalk Edge Trimming Chamfer Plane cuts smooth bevels quickly, giving boards a refined appearance with every controlled pass. Adjustable cutting depth and compact design handle plywood, hardwood, softwood, and decorative woodworking edges with dependable consistency. Softening exposed corners adds comfort while giving handcrafted furniture a polished professional character. Number 30. AKN Go's Folding Saddle Square. Layout tools often occupy unnecessary workspace when portability matters between job sites and workshop benches. AKN Go's Folding Saddle Square folds neatly while wrapping around board edges for accurate multi-face marking during woodworking projects. Compact design, durable construction, and clearly engraved measurements simplify repetitive layouts across lumber, trim, and cabinet components effortlessly. Carrying dependable measuring capability everywhere keeps projects moving without sacrificing valuable toolbox space. Number 31. Rockler Speed Cope Crown Molding Jig. Crown molding installations often become frustrating when complicated coping cuts refuse to match uneven room corners. Rockler Speed Cope Crown Molding Jig positions molding securely, making precise coping cuts easier with consistent blade alignment every time. Purpose-built support holds trim firmly, while encouraging controlled cutting angles that simplify detailed finish carpentry and remodeling projects. Creating seamless crown molding joints becomes far more satisfying because each connection blends together with minimal fitting afterward. Number 32. Dangogoyu Door Latch Mortise Tool. Uneven latch recesses can prevent doors from closing smoothly despite careful installation and quality hardware selection. Dangogoyu Door Latch Mortise Tool creates accurate mortises that match latch plates without relying entirely on freehand chiseling. Guided cutting design improves positioning while reducing guesswork across residential doors, workshop entries, and renovation projects requiring precise hardware fitting. Installing door latches feels considerably easier when every recess matches the hardware on the very first attempt. Number 33. Elion Precision Woodworking Ruler Set. Tiny layout errors quickly multiply into noticeable gaps once carefully crafted furniture reaches final assembly. Elion Precision Woodworking Ruler Set provides detailed measuring references that support accurate marking across joinery, cabinetry, and custom woodworking builds. Laser-etched graduations, multiple ruler profiles, and durable construction encourage dependable measurements on boards, panels, and delicate project components. Building with confidence starts when every measurement remains consistent, from planning through the final cut. Number 34. Craig Precision Miter Gauge System. Factory miter gauges sometimes introduce slight movement that affects repeated crosscuts on demanding woodworking projects. Craig Precision Miter Gauge System delivers adjustable accuracy, helping workpieces travel smoothly through the saw with dependable alignment. Positive angle stops, precision fence compatibility, and micro adjustments simplify furniture parts, cabinetry, picture frames, and trim production with consistency. Producing identical crosscuts repeatedly saves valuable time while encouraging cleaner fitting assemblies throughout every build. Number 35. RealTech Wood Rasp File Set. Curved wooden shapes rarely reach their final form using saws and sandpaper alone. RealTech Wood Rasp File Set removes material quickly while refining contours, edges, and irregular surfaces with controlled hand shaping. Different rasp profiles tackle rounded corners, sculpted handles, carved details, and restoration work across countless woodworking applications. Bringing rough shapes into smooth flowing curves adds handcrafted character that machines often cannot duplicate. Number 36. Ezark Reciprocating Saw Blade. Demolition work and rough cutting can stall progress when worn blades struggle through demanding materials. Ezark Reciprocating Saw Blade delivers aggressive cutting performance across wood, nails, and mixed construction materials during renovation and workshop projects. Durable tooth geometry and rugged construction maintain dependable cutting action through repeated heavy-duty applications without constant blade changes. Removing unwanted material quickly creates a faster path toward rebuilding, remodeling, and fresh woodworking creations. Number 37. CC Cordless Reciprocating Saw. Power cords become frustrating obstacles whenever outdoor repairs or renovation projects stretch beyond nearby electrical outlets. CC Cordless Reciprocating Saw delivers portable cutting capability for demolition, pruning, remodeling, and workshop jobs requiring unrestricted movement. Rechargeable battery, ergonomic grip, and quick blade replacement keep projects moving across different locations without unnecessary interruptions. Handling demanding cutting tasks becomes much more convenient because portability follows every project wherever work begins. Number 38. O-School Track F Clamp. Guide rails can shift unexpectedly when sheet materials demand long, perfectly controlled cutting passes. O-School Track F Clamp locks securely into compatible guide systems, holding work firmly throughout accurate sawing operations. Low-profile design avoids interference while delivering dependable clamping force across plywood, panels, countertops, and cabinet construction projects. Keeping guide rails completely stationary helps every long cut finish exactly where careful planning intended. Number 39. Rockler Taper Straight Line Jig. Warped lumber often wastes expensive material because crooked edges refuse to reference properly against table saw fences. Rockler Taper Straight Line Jig stabilizes irregular boards, creating dependable straight reference edges before additional milling begins. Adjustable hold-downs secure challenging stock, while sliding smoothly through cutting operations for predictable woodworking preparation every time. Recovering twisted lumber expands usable material and reduces waste across ambitious furniture and cabinetry builds. Number 40. MicroJig Dado Stop Pro. Repeated dado layouts can become frustrating whenever spacing changes slightly between identical cabinet components. MicroJig Dado Stop Pro positions workpieces consistently, helping grooves land exactly where each assembly requires them. Simple adjustment system supports repeatable setups while eliminating constant measuring across shelves, dividers, drawers, and storage projects. Building multiple matching parts becomes dramatically easier because every dado begins from the same dependable reference point. Number 41. Speed Tool Portable Drill Guide with Poles. Crooked holes can ruin an otherwise perfect woodworking project when handheld drilling wanders off target. Speed Tool Portable Drill Guide with Poles keeps drill bits traveling straight, delivering accurate vertical and angled holes with dependable control. Adjustable guide columns, stable base and depth control simplify furniture assembly, doweling, hardware installation, and workshop repairs across many materials. Creating precise drilling results becomes far more consistent because every hole starts and finishes exactly where planned. Number 40. TWO. POWERTEC Quick Screw Rail Clamps. Long guide rails become frustrating to secure when ordinary clamps interfere with saw movement during cutting. POWERTEC Quick Screw Rail Clamps lock beneath compatible tracks, keeping guide rails firmly positioned without blocking the cutting path. Low-profile construction, quick adjustment, and dependable holding force support sheet goods, cabinetry panels, and precision workshop layouts effortlessly. Maintaining uninterrupted cutting motion encourages cleaner edges while reducing unnecessary setup interruptions throughout demanding woodworking sessions. Number 43. Craig Cabinet Face Frame Clamp. Face frames can shift slightly during fastening, leaving cabinet fronts uneven despite careful alignment beforehand. Craig Cabinet Face Frame Clamp pulls adjoining pieces together firmly, creating flush joints before screws permanently secure every connection. Wide clamping pad, centered pressure, and easy operation simplify cabinet construction, repairs, and custom storage projects with dependable positioning. Achieving seamless cabinet fronts becomes much easier because every frame remains aligned throughout assembly. Number 44. Bow Products Table Saw Fence System. Factory fences sometimes limit repeatability when demanding woodworking projects require dependable cutting accuracy every single pass. Bow Products Table Saw Fence System provides stable guidance that helps stock travel smoothly through long ripping operations. Rigid construction, adjustable positioning, and thoughtful design support cabinetry, furniture building, and sheet material processing with consistent control. Producing identical dimensions repeatedly becomes more achievable because every setup stays dependable from beginning to completion. Number 45. MicroJig Smart Push Block. Handling narrow stock near spinning cutters can quickly become intimidating during detailed woodworking operations. MicroJig Smart Push Block keeps your grip elevated while maintaining positive downward and forward pressure across cutting equipment. High traction surface, balanced handle, and controlled guidance improve confidence around table saws, jointers, and router tables alike. Working safely with smaller workpieces encourages smoother workflow while preserving precision throughout demanding shop projects. Number 46. Makita Lithium-Ion Cordless Multi-Tool. Old adhesive, stubborn trim, and tight corners can slow renovation projects where larger tools simply cannot reach. Makita Lithium-Ion Cordless Multi-Tool cuts, scrapes, sands, and trims, using interchangeable attachments for impressive workshop versatility. Cordless operation, variable speed control, and compact body handle remodeling, woodworking adjustments, flooring, and finish work comfortably. Solving countless project challenges with one portable tool keeps momentum flowing without constant equipment changes. Number 47. O-School Self-Centering Steel Spline Jig. Picture frame corners often lack decorative reinforcement when ordinary glue joints handle all the structural work. O-School Self-Centering Steel Spline Jig positions corner slots accurately for adding hardwood splines with balanced alignment. Steel construction, centered guidance, and repeatable setup simplify strengthening frames, boxes, and decorative woodworking assemblies with confidence. Creating beautiful reinforced joints adds visual character while increasing durability for handcrafted wooden projects. Number 48. Skill 2-Speed Benchtop Band Saw. Intricate curves become nearly impossible whenever straight cutting tools limit creative woodworking possibilities. Skill 2-Speed Benchtop Band Saw follows sweeping patterns, tight curves, and detailed shapes with controlled cutting performance. Dual speed operation, sturdy table, and adjustable guides support hardwood, softwood, craft materials, and custom furniture components effectively. Expanding design freedom inspires imaginative woodworking projects that stand apart from ordinary straight-edged creations. Number 49. Kagyafly Router Table Setup Bars. Tiny router bit height changes can create mismatched joinery that refuses to fit together cleanly. Kagyafly Router Table Setup Bars simplify precise height adjustments using accurately machined reference blocks instead of repeated trial cuts. Multiple thickness options, durable construction, and quick measuring workflow streamline router table preparation for countless woodworking applications. Setting cutting depths confidently saves valuable material while encouraging repeatable results across every routing session. Number 50. Craig Trim Router Edge Guide. Following board edges freehand often produces wandering grooves that spoil carefully prepared woodworking pieces. Craig Trim Router Edge Guide keeps routers traveling consistently along straight edges for controlled decorative and functional cuts. Adjustable offset, smooth sliding action, and sturdy support simplify grooves, dados, edge profiling, and custom woodworking details effortlessly. Guiding every pass accurately helps finished projects display crisp lines that immediately elevate their appearance. Number 51. Rockler Workbench Cookies. Slippery workpieces can make sanding, routing, and finishing frustrating whenever boards slide across the bench unexpectedly. Rockler Workbench Cookies lift projects off the surface while creating dependable grip that keeps material securely positioned during detailed tasks. Non-slip pads, stackable design, and durable construction simplify painting, finishing, carving, and light assembly without constant repositioning. Working comfortably from every angle becomes easier because projects stay elevated, stable, and ready for precise craftsmanship. Number 50. T20. Craig Router Table Lift System. Adjusting router bit height underneath a table can interrupt workflow and waste valuable workshop time. Craig Router Table Lift System raises and lowers the router smoothly from above, delivering precise adjustments with remarkable convenience. Heavy-duty mechanism, accurate height control, and stable construction simplify bit changes and fine-tuning for demanding routing operations. Dialing in exact cutting depths becomes effortless, allowing every profile and groove to match your original design. Number 53. Balbo Products Expandable Push Shoe. Awkward board shapes often become difficult to guide safely through cutting equipment without losing steady control. Balbo Products Expandable Push Shoe adapts its gripping surface to different stock sizes while maintaining confident handling throughout each pass. Expandable design, high-friction contact points, and ergonomic grip provide dependable guidance for ripping, trimming, and precision woodworking tasks. Managing unusual workpieces becomes far more comfortable because consistent control remains in your hands until every cut finishes. Number 54. Tool Cool Table Saw Height Gauge. Guessing blade height before important cuts can leave joints uneven and material unnecessarily damaged. Tool Cool Table Saw Height Gauge measures blade elevation accurately, helping every setup match project requirements before cutting begins. Easy-to-read scale, compact body, and precise adjustments support joinery, dado work, and repeatable woodworking operations with confidence. Preparing saw settings correctly reduces wasted material while delivering cleaner results throughout every workshop session. Number 55. MicroJig Match-Fit Dovetail Clamps. Traditional clamps often block cutting paths when fixtures need secure holding across custom woodworking jigs. MicroJig Match-Fit Dovetail Clamps slide through dovetail grooves, creating flexible clamping solutions without cluttering valuable workspace. Adjustable positioning, low-profile design, and versatile compatibility simplify fixture building, routing templates, and workshop organization projects effortlessly. Designing custom jigs becomes incredibly rewarding because holding power follows exactly where every project demands. Number 56. Skill Benchtop Portable Router Table. Handheld routing can become tiring whenever larger woodworking projects demand long, consistent cutting sessions. Skill Benchtop Portable Router Table transforms routing into a stable tabletop operation with dependable control and repeatable accuracy. Compact footprint, adjustable fence, and organized accessory storage simplify edge profiling, joinery, trimming, and decorative woodworking techniques. Creating polished professional details feels much easier because every pass stays controlled across the entire workpiece. Number 57. Bosch Brushless Brad Nailer. Delicate trim installation becomes frustrating when hammer strikes leave dents across carefully finished woodworking surfaces. Bosch Brushless Brad Nailer drives brads cleanly, fastening molding, cabinetry, and decorative trim with cordless convenience and steady performance. Brushless motor, depth adjustment, and quick reload magazine keep detailed finishing work moving efficiently throughout demanding projects. Securing trim neatly helps every handcrafted piece display crisp professional results without unnecessary touch-up work. Number 58. Craig Corner Routing Guide Set. Rounded corners rarely match perfectly when freehand router movements drift beyond carefully marked layout lines. Craig Corner Routing Guide Set directs routers around consistent corner radiuses for repeatable decorative shaping across woodworking projects. Multiple guide sizes, stable support, and quick installation simplify tabletops, shelves, signs, and custom furniture finishing with confidence. Giving every corner identical curves creates polished designs that immediately elevate handcrafted woodworking creations. Number 59. Milescraft Joint Master System. Creating precise dowel joints manually can become frustrating when alignment shifts before assembly finally comes together. Milescraft Joint Master System positions drilling locations accurately, helping matching boards connect with dependable dowel alignment every time. Adjustable guides, indexing features, and straightforward setup simplify shelves, cabinets, frames, and countless woodworking assembly projects efficiently. Building durable hidden joints becomes much more satisfying because every connection lines up exactly as intended. Number 60. Bowview Products Bandsaw Featherboard. Curved cuts lose accuracy whenever stock drifts away from the intended cutting line unexpectedly. Bow Products Bandsaw Featherboard applies controlled side pressure, keeping material tracking consistently through the bandsaw blade. Flexible fingers, adjustable mounting, and dependable holding action improve stability while cutting intricate shapes and resawing lumber safely. Maintaining steady material guidance helps every curved cut finish smoothly with impressive consistency from beginning to end. Number 61. POWERTEC Quick Screw Rail Clamps. Guide rails become useless when tiny shifts throw long panel cuts off their intended path before the blade reaches the finish. POWERTEC Quick Screw Rail Clamps secure compatible guide rails from underneath, creating uninterrupted support without blocking saw travel across the workpiece. Low-profile bodies tighten quickly, maintain dependable holding pressure, and simplify repeated setups for cabinetry, sheet goods, and precision workshop projects. Completing long straight cuts feels far more controlled because your guide remains firmly positioned from the first inch to the last. Number 620. SpeedTool 90-degree Precision Track Saw Square. Starting a track saw cut slightly out of alignment can ruin expensive plywood before corrections are even possible. SpeedTool 90-degree Precision Track Saw Square locks onto compatible guide rails, establishing an accurate 90-degree reference without complicated measuring steps. Machined construction, secure attachment, and dependable alignment help break down sheet goods for cabinetry, furniture, shelving, and custom workshop builds. Beginning every cut with perfect squareness builds confidence while delivering panels that fit together cleanly throughout the entire project. Every great workshop starts with the right tools, and your next favorite build could begin with one of these Amazon woodworking finds. Subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and share so you never miss more woodworking tools, DIY ideas, and workshop upgrades. What woodworking project are you most excited to build next?